So Saturday, May 7th, we're at a grave in the middle of nowhere. We were going to do this cool entry shot, but if you see all the trees down, that's what we had to walk through, so there was no way we could film and walk through that to get up the steep hill to get to the grave. This is a grave that I used to come to when I was a kid. I've been here lots. We believe that this is a mom and her son. The headstone, there's another stone here. Now, I always thought that this was a footstone. There is no writing on it, but honestly, it's really kind of large. Someone had been taking care of this grave. It was an older couple, and the man passed away maybe 15 to 20 years ago. So they stopped coming out. However, I think that couple may have been who put the headstone with writing that now we have a pinwheel. We have some equipment next to it. So we think that that older couple may have actually paid for that headstone to be done. It says Harmon Green. Underneath it says Daniel, born January, 1917, and died September 1919. This was right in the middle of the Spanish flu. So we don't know if they died from that or not, but we do think that Daniel is here with his mom. This must be her headstone, but there is no writing on it. And when I was a kid coming out here, I don't remember there ever being writing on any headstone. There were always two stones. I remember that. But I never knew until less than a week ago that it was a 2-year-old boy. I never knew that. So this is the first time really seeing this in person. I had seen a picture of it about a week ago, but not in person. So we think that that older couple that was taking care of this grave may have paid for Daniel to have a headstone, but not the mom. What we do think is they died. They think that I can't remember if they thought that the mom died first and then the little boy died, so they buried them together one way or the other. So what we wanted to do today is come out. We have a very large tree above us that is just kind of teetering. So that makes us nervous. And when that thing comes down, it's going to land right on top of this fencing that's guarding the graves. So we're, a little bit nervous about that, but it does seem wedged in there pretty good. So hopefully today is not going to be the day that it comes down. We have a REM pod. We have a K2 leaning up against Daniel's grave. And we're going to see if we can get any type of communication. Is there anyone here who wants to communicate with us? I'm Michelle, and this is Chris. And we see that your name is Daniel, but we think Daniel's mom is here. Are you here with us? I have 2 pieces of equipment. They're both black. If you touch either one of them, they will light up, and one will make noise. They won't hurt you, and they will let us know that you're here to talk with us. Did you used to live out on a logging encampment over 100 years ago? Is that why you two were out here? I know way back in the day, there was a large logging operation out here. They still do logging out here, but all those buildings have been destroyed since. Was one of them your home? Do you know if there's other people buried out here with you? I mean, this area is very old and logged, and a lot of trees have fallen. But there is like a lot of indentations. Do you know if anyone else is buried out here too? I know you haven't probably had visitors in probably over 15 years. And when we came out, I was just a little kid. But I used to pick wildflowers on the road as I walked here. And before, you could never get into the fence. There was a big lock on it. So I used to just put the wildflowers through the little openings. But I was little then. I did that lots. And then the other couple would come out here and take care. Do you remember them? I see they used to bring flowers. But that was a long time ago, hey? I bet it's lonely out here. This is a very remote area. And from the road, you can't see this site. You can't see the fencing or the graves. So people have probably been on this road lots and never knew that you were here. When I was a kid, my parents were friends, acquaintances with the other people that had camps out here. So that's how we learned about this place. And we used to be out here every weekend. Do you remember when more people used to be out here? I don't think it's like that now. Most of those people have passed away. And some of the other people that were kids around my age, when I used to come out here all the time, I don't think they live in Michigan anymore. So I don't think they come out here. And since it's very difficult to climb up to this site, I would imagine you don't get a lot of people. Do you like that it's peaceful, or is it lonely? I'm going to get out another piece of equipment. See if you can communicate that way. All right. So this device, if you talk, will be able to pick you up. Is Daniel's mom here? What's your name? Is Daniel with you? And since Daniel's just 2, I didn't know if he would actually communicate. But Daniel, if you hear us, if you want to say anything, you can. Or if you want to play with your pinwheel, you can. I left a horse next to your headstone. If you want to play with that, you can. You can touch any of the equipment that we have. Is anyone here with us? What was it like living in a logging encampment? What was that like? I should say logging camp, hey? Did you work there? Were you married to a logger? Is that how you ended up here? It's peaceful out here. It is a nice burial site. Are you okay out here? And there is a breeze. That's why the pinwheel is moving. It's not paranormal. Is there anything that you want to say to anyone? Do you know the name of the couple that used to come out here and visit you? And bring out flowers? Do you know who they were? Has anyone else been out here to visit you? Do you like that it's quieter out here now? Or do you miss when more people would come and visit? Is there anything that you want to ask?
Nope.
No? I know you've probably never seen equipment like this before. I highly doubt anyone has come out to try to communicate before. Well, I can tell you that you're still thought about. I think about this grave. I used to come here lots. What was Daniel like? Woodpecker?
Big woodpecker.
Yeah, there's big woodpeckers. Did Daniel have fun living by a logging camp? I bet little boys would have loved that. Maybe little girls too, but I think little boys way back in the day would have thought that that was fun. And then playing in the woods, if you got to play in the woods, it is fun out here. and all the animals and all the birds that you hear. It's pretty cool. The woodpecker is going to town. Daniel, did you have fun out here? Did you like it? I was going to do this differently. I brought out a blanket. I was going to set it up and sit down and have a book and everything, but because of the tree right above us, that makes me so nervous. So we're not going to be able to do that. And I don't even ever want the tree to come down because it might ruin your fencing. So it makes it scary to come out here. And the route we had to take to get up here was scary too. When I was a little girl, that wasn't like that. It was just a hill. You could just climb the hill with your little wildflowers and it was easy, but it's not like that now. Do you remember kids coming out to your grave and leaving flowers? Were you married to someone out here? Or were you a worker? Right, I'm going to try the recorder, see if we get any EVPs on the recorder, and we'll listen back. It is a pretty location. Very thick woods out here. You can probably see the road a little bit down there. It hasn't been ridden on in a long time, but it is the old logging road. And way in the back of the property, there were buildings. But the buildings have since come down and somehow are buried by dirt, so there was no point to going to the buildings. All right, we're gonna try. See if we get anything here. Is there anyone here that wants to communicate? Could you talk into my little recorder? Could you tell me what your names are? Could you tell me how you died? Did you die from the Spanish flu, or was it something else? I'm going to stop it and we'll play back. Is there anyone here that wants to communicate? Could you talk into my little recorder? Could you tell me what your names are? Could you tell me how you died? Did you die from the Spanish flu, or was it something else? going to stop it and we'll play back. All right, we'll try again. My name is Michelle. This is Chris. Is there anyone here that wants to communicate? Can you tell me what it was like living out here? Did you enjoy your time out here? Did you live in this area for a long time? We'll stop. We'll see if we got anything. All right, we'll try again. My name is Michelle. This is Chris. Is there anyone here that wants to communicate? Can you tell me what it was like living out here? Did you enjoy your time out here? Did you live in this area for a long time? We'll stop. We'll see if we got anything. Can you tell me about Daniel? Was it difficult to have a little one out here? What did he like to do? Oh, that sound I heard. I just heard it again. But I think it's nature. Did you hear it? That was a weird sound. I wonder what that was. Almost maybe like tree rubbing on itself or something. It was more that kind of noise than animal. But it made me think it was like a vocalization. But yeah, I just heard it again behind me.
Peninsula ready going to town, hey?
Yeah. I wish it wasn't windy, because then that would mean something. But it's windy. What did Daniel like to do? Did he like walking in the woods? Did the guys let him play on the logging mounds? What happened? How did you two die? And how did you two die so close together? Can you tell me about Daniel? Was it difficult to have a little one out here? What did he like to do? Oh, that sound I heard. I just heard it again. But I think it's nature. Did you hear it? That was a weird sound. I wonder what that was. Almost maybe like tree rubbing on itself or something. It was more that kind of noise than animal. But it made me think it was like a vocalization. But yeah, I just heard it again behind me.
Peninsula ready going to town, hey?
Yeah. I wish it wasn't windy, because then that would mean something. But it's windy. What did Daniel like to do? Did he like walking in the woods? Did the guys let him play on the logging mounds? What happened? How did you two die, and how did you two die so close together? Well, I heard things, but I don't think it was paranormal.
Nope.
Yeah, I think it's just the sounds out here, but that was very faint. Like, it made me think that it was a woman, but I don't think.
Well, we can listen to it later.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I heard it a couple times. If you know where this place is, please do not write about it in the comments. Please don't come here. Please don't vandalize or be malicious or do anything. This place has been here for over 100 years, and I don't want to see anything happen to it. As with any of our locations, please don't go to any of our locations and do anything malicious. All right, so I'm turning everything back on because I'm sitting here while Chris does some more photography, and it just sounded like a man was speaking, and it wasn't Chris. It was like over here. I haven't heard anyone. You see what these woods are like. Trust me, you can't walk through here without making noise. It's impossible. So, I don't think anyone's here. But I heard what sounded like a man speak. So I just thought I would film while I sit here, just in case I hear it again, or in case my mic will pick it up. I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna record. Okay? Oh wow, that was loud. So that sound was either a tree limb falling in the distance or maybe a car door. But we haven't seen or heard a vehicle in literally hours. It's been hours. We've been out here for a long time. And the road is awful. So not just any vehicle could get in here. And we have not heard anything. And I can tell you this way, where my camera's pointed right now, is just past the grave. Oh my God, did you hear that? Just past the grave is property that my family owns. And Chris and I are the only two using it today. There is no one else out here. I just heard something else. That's so, I don't know. I think it's just nature, you know. That's a bird. Look at the thick woods. It's peaceful out here. Well, you know, until you hear what sounds like a man say something, then that's a little bit surprising. We haven't heard anything. I'm afraid to turn off my recorders though, because that's when the guy is going to say something again. So I'll just keep filming. I think Chris is... Do you hear all the different birds? It's pretty cool out here. Are you almost done, babe? Yeah. Okay. Me and the audience are listening for a man to speak again. All right, well, I don't hear anything. I mean, could there be a man out here? I mean, there could be. We're out here, right? So, but I doubt it. If you saw or heard anything in our video, please leave a timestamp below. And thank you so much for watching our very first YouTube video. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you never miss one. Thanks. Bye.